Boom! Guess what? It's Monday. Your next action is God's trigger. Your next action, what you do next, is what's going to trigger providence. It's what's going to trigger progress. The next thing you do is what's going to trigger all the different systems in your life to work together for your good. Whether it's something you recognize that's working for your good, or it's a struggle that arises that's designed to make you stronger. Your next action is going to trigger a chain reaction of providence, a chain reaction to move you closer to your purpose by seriously giving you the opportunity to step into a set of circumstances that's going to make you better. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. I feel sorry because I feel like a lot of people don't get forced into a position to have to look inside themselves and to work on themselves. You know what I mean? I feel bad for people that grow up with two parents and grow up in a home that's able to provide 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80% of everything they need and need to get in life. You know what I mean? That don't go through the struggle. Where the heck else do you learn what you're made of other than in the struggle? You know what I mean? If I have any physical strength at all, where did I gain it all? In the gym. I gained it out there banging. You know what I mean? I gained it out there destroying myself for hours and days and years of my life. You know what I mean? And that is what you have to do to get the secret sauce, to build the internal gears that'll get you out of that rut on a Monday morning, that'll get you up out of bed at 4 a.m., that'll give you the strength to dictate, delegate, to maintain the rituals that are going to get you to where you need to get in life. Without these rituals, man, listen, you have a purpose. And maybe fate, God, whatever this is, gives you a glimpse of that purpose. And the difficult thing is, in order to get to that purpose, you have to create around that purpose rituals that'll get you there. And if you don't have the rituals that'll get you there, well, first, that means you have to have the standards in place. The standards to say, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to get. A standard is something that's in your identity. You know, it's not just something you want like a New Year's resolution. A standard is something it's a rock bottom. It's this is me and I do it. And if you think back in your life, there's a difference between the things you've wanted and the things that you've been I have to get this. This is me. Maybe you used to smoke or you used to do a number of different things. And then one day something happened and you were no more. I am sick of this. I'm getting out of this relationship. I'm leaving this job. I'm sending this dog back to the pound, whatever it was. There were moments in your life when that happened. And that's when all of a sudden what you want, what should happen becomes a must. This is Tony Robbins, you know? And that's when people really change. Because you don't get what you want in your life, you get what you have to have. You get what's in alignment with your standards. And the only way to get to what you really want to create is to have standards and then create rituals around those standards, and those are daily actions that you carry out on a regular basis. And that's how you get there. But what I feel like people do wrong, and I'll end it with this, is they come up with a goal, they feel their purpose inside of them, and they pray, or maybe they want to take a pill, or they start Googling shortcuts because they're trying to find something outside of themselves that's going to get them to where they want to go. Boom, there it is. They try to find something outside of themselves because they're looking for something else they can blame, something else they can put the pressure on of evolution, something outside of themselves that they can say, this thing's going to get me to where I need to be and make me who I want to be. But the reality is, you're a human being, not a human doing. So your life is about what you're doing, because what you're doing is about who you're becoming. And this whole thing's about who you become. And when you place the burden of responsibility on something outside of yourself, it's because you don't believe that you have what it takes. And now you're giving yourself this message that you're not good enough. You're giving yourself consistently this message that you don't have what it takes, and you're not able, by the grace of God, to become that person, to deliver. And then you get trapped in this loop of perception where you're like trying to see, you're blaming something else for your progress and your results, or looking to something else for your salvation and your progress and results, a pill, a person, a set of circumstances that's stopping you, and you believe that's really where the power is. You have an external locus of control, like we would say in psychology, and it's sending this message that you don't have what it takes. And it's not until you realize that by the grace of the God, the stones you have in your hand, the sling you have in your hand, and what you have right now, the loaves and the fishes, you know what I mean? What you have right now is all you really truly need, because by the grace of God, you're going to get there. The thing is, people don't start because they try to see everything, and then I'm going to stop here. They try to see the end from the beginning in the eye of their mind, and it's impossible to perceive the journey inside of your mind. There's so many things that are going to happen the second you take the next step in your life by faith. You really can't fathom, imagine, make up, postulate, hypothesize them. There's going to be so many. No plan ever survives the first step of execution. We know it in the military. And that's why you simply have to go. I make these videos because I love you guys. Hey, it's Monday. Get after it, and I'll see you on the next video. You guys are awesome.